If you're a CXO or board director, I've got 3 questions for you. Number 1, do you find that revenue forecasting is getting less reliable? Number 2, are sales cycles extending, pipelines bulging at the quote stage, and more deals being lost to a status quo and no decision? And number 3, do the execution tactics of marketing and sales really, honestly, tie back fully to the corporate strategy? Or are they just linear permutations of the way you've done things for the last couple of decades? If you're answering honestly, during moments of quiet reflection, like sitting in an airport waiting for a delayed flight, then you're probably answering yes, yes, and yes, like most of the execs with whom I chat. As a consultant, NACD board governance fellow, keynote speaker, and fellow business leader, I hear these themes consistently and with more frequency. And while most companies are incredibly busy now, struggling to keep up with demand, there's awareness of these underlying issues. The challenge is that as companies, we instinctively look inward to find what we should tweak, what to adjust, what process to improve. And that ingrained reaction is precisely why these challenges are becoming pervasive, because the diagnosis isn't internal. Buyers, buying habits, and buying teams are changing in fundamental ways that incremental tweaks to our B2B marketing and complex sales can't match. The bad news is that most of the adjusting and tweaking isn't going to improve outcomes. But there's good news. The simple mindset change can clear away many of the barriers. We all know that simple isn't the same as easy though, and the first step to building an effective, buyer-adapted revenue growth program is to understand the changes. That's what John McTigue and I cover in our recently published book, Common Sense Revenue Growth. We wrote this for CXOs, board directors, and senior managers who want different outcomes and are willing to work toward them. We provide context and then an actionable roadmap to success. We cover changes in buying behaviors, the folly of sales, marketing, and service silos in a world where buyers have one experience with your company, and the role of marketing and sales technology and how complex sales models are evolving. And what I think makes our book different and better is that we tie these contextual and tactical topics to the company strategy in a way that provides CXOs an overlay for tweaking conversations that they're having that are common during leadership meetings and yet oddly disconnected from strategy. We wrote the book to be easy to read. It's actually built on conversations that we had, so it's perfect for a domestic flight. It's an easy read, and it's designed to provide awareness, stimulate thought, and guide the discussion as you help your company navigate a very different sales environment. You can purchase the book on Amazon.com through the URL commonsenserevenuegrowth.com. We trust and hope that you'll find it helpful and welcome reviews and discussion.